Good evening, I'm Dion Guillory.
And I'm John Burns. Thank you for joining us tonight for NBC Local 33 News at 6. Well, we begin with your forecast. A whole lot to be keeping an eye on out there.
Yes, there's a potential storm threat that may come this way, but right now it's over Georgia. And that's where it is now, but we may have some issues later in the week. Jesse Gunkel is following it all with what we need to know now. Jesse.
Yeah, right now, Dion, John, the point of origination is kind of odd. It's actually further inland already. We're talking the state of Georgia at this point. It's kind of attached to a frontal system. That frontal system is going to slowly migrate southward over the next couple days, and as it makes its way into the northern Gulf, that's where that low could detach and possibly form. Right now, the National Hurricane Center is giving it about an 80% chance of development. That is high. That is the likely category that we will be looking at a possible tropical depression, maybe even a tropical storm by the time we get into the upcoming weekend. And the latest track models all continuing to keep this system sliding towards the west, somewhere around Louisiana, most likely somewhere in Texas. And I think right now for at least us, or at least much of the northern Gulf Coast, it's going to be the potential for some very heavy rainfall heading into the weekend. See where that low sits right now? A lot of track models still uncertain as to where this system could go, even if it develops at this point. Again, it's going to be a slow process because right now, once it actually gets into that northern Gulf, that's where the environment becomes a little bit more conducive for development. Very warm water temperatures out there. We're talking in the 90s. Not a lot of wind shear out there. Again, the ground is still very saturated. That's why we're not going to see much in the way of storm surge. But what we could see is some of those outer rain bands continuing to slap themselves across us as we make our way into the upcoming weekend. So by Sunday, see moving further inland. Good news is also this system looks like it's going to continue to push forward at this point. It's not going to stall out and dump a bunch of rainfall. However, take a look at some of these rain estimates. I also want to show you another model out there, not showing you much in the way of development. And again, let's just hope for that scenario, but still that potential for heavy rainfall. And notice again, this is just the very latest out there with some potential rain totals. And you see some areas just around Houston to about Lake Charles and Cameron Parish at this point. We're talking rain totals well over 4 inches out there. Also the possibility again for us somewhere in that 2 to 4 inch range, but again that could change. A lot of uncertainty over the next couple days. A lot of things can happen as we continue to move forward.
All right, Jesse, at least we're prepared. Looking forward. We'll just keep an eye on you.
Yep.
And of course, you can keep an eye on it all by downloading the free BR Proud app. Take a look at, listen to this, because our weather team, they're so dedicated to what they do. They constantly put updates of the forecast on the app so you can get it when you're away from your TV. You can also see interactive radar and the most up-to-date forecast. You can download the app. It's free on Google.